Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Alilopolis.
Fuck
Oi!
you, Craig.
Greg.
That bloody
You didn't have to
arsehole.
go to school.
The hand of fate tosses, the dice roll spins turns. A campaign starts and ends, leaving memories that become stories. Stories flow out into the infinite sea, painting it with legends. Legends wash up on the shores throughout the infinite sea, fading to myth, until myths are forgotten. And again, the hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins turns. Hitherto, we left our adventurers known as the Rum Rollers, after escaping the clutches of the P&C and their demise. Briefly stopping back in Socrates, they update Queen Theoda on all the happenings, as well as resurrect a soul from a soul coin, Moak, the head druid from the Spiralwood Forest that had been left to ruin by the PNC. Now the Rum Rollers rush back to the Spiralwood Forest uh, with Moak in tow in his new body from a previous friend from another universe, the wizard formerly known as Matt's body. And on their way to the Spiralwood Forest, the Rum Rollers find a floating city hidden in the clouds, just outside of what is left of the forest. Once on the city, they begin an immigration process through the customs port after landing and declaring themselves friendly, and learn that the lively, thrumming city is awaiting contact with Libertree to become one of the God Tree's new worshippers. They also made a contact while waiting in line at the immigration and learned that they are on Airshiff 86. Also, that most people otherwise speak gnomish here, and that they are lacking in that particular category. Although, I think it was Cat who swiftly cast last time the spell so that you guys could speak. And the friend they met was Fizzbold, or Fizz for short, a lively brewmeister set up in the set up nearby, and he had invited the Rum Rollers back to his shops to have a taste. And from there, we'll see where the Rum Rollers go into this pulsating city of alive machinery, it seems, as well as heavily active gnomish cultures that seem to generally just everything, including the city, seems to be alive in a machine fashion. There's things and parts moving. Sometimes it seems like on the occasion too, you've noticed a shop physically move in and amongst the jumble of all of this. It's somehow still all held together, though, by some strands of glowing mist that emanate out, and especially from the lower levels, you're seeing some plumes that seem to keep the city cloaked, and why most people don't notice the city. You're wandering around through the busy streets, and you're seeing some of the shop names, all seeming to have some things to do with all walks of life, all the normal amenities. However, you're seeing not gold changing hand, as you'd also learned during your entrance through immigration, as they don't use that as a form of payment. You are seeing these small vial like jars that have a glowing mist inside of them. Let's find out what happens this time. The first thing that would probably catch your eye as you're trying not to be overwhelmed by the press of the crowd around you is a small map that's emblazoned right outside of the port in the with kind of a quick breakdown of the city, and then with the top level, the domed portion you'd seen before from down below, but as you'd walked in towards the inner streets, you can't see it as much anymore, but you're seeing that it's a lively plush garden set on top of it. And in and amongst all the other levels you have coming straight down from the top, that was the fourth level. The third level is kind of the main level where you find yourself now, just off of the ports, and a lot of the shops are. Whereas some of the lower levels seem to be more functionarily based and designed to keep the city moving and afloat.
So is the main lantern that tavern? Or what's the main lantern?
That's the streetway that you find yourself on.
Okay.
The tavern Fizz would have told you was the Celestial Brew.
And that's on this level?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And then the Great what row on the other side? Is that another street?
Yes.
What
Great
does that say?
Tea House Row.
Okay.
Do I see any shops that deal in enchantment
Um,
on the map?
I was saying that you're able to read some of the shop signs, but do you guys know Do you know Gnomish?
I had the spell cast on me, so I can
Okay.
read and speak.
Okay. Then yes, you'd find a shop fairly easily. There seems to be a few kind of jumbled next to each other. There doesn't seem to be any sort of stone in the city. It's all some sort of lightweight metal. You're guessing with wood inlaid in it.
Yeah. Hero wants to make a small detour to one of those shops. To see if he can procure a buying something.
Before we split up, can I do the same thing I did with this city itself on my magic map and activate location sharing on our entire party?
I don't understand what you did before by activate location sharing.
Last time when I was talking to that gnome at customs, and I lamented about the limited time that we possibly have because of our other objective, I asked about a way to be able to find the city again should we leave it. And I pulled out my map and asked to, I basically imagined a live location update of the city on the map, like modern day location sharing, and it worked. So I'd like to apply that same concept to the rest of the party.
So you'd like to be able to locate individuals?
Yes.
Your intent is imbued into the paper of the map, but it's not. It doesn't seem to quite understand because it doesn't seem to have an interface for individuals. It does seem to ask for a spell input of scry in your mind.
Okay. Gotta look up the components for that and find them. So I will hand off the narration while I do that.
What's Azernak's reaction to the whole city? In general, everybody does seem to be giving you the side eye, but no one is really approaching you. There are some hawkers on the street, but they don't seem to be speaking common. They seem to try to get your attention in Gnomish as you guys are walking by.
Does he speak
Usually,
English?
what?
No. I was checking to see what languages he knew. He does not know Gnomish. Okay.
Grandam is very suspicious of everybody around him.
Gosh, I gotta remember this version of Azernak has no charisma. I'm used to... Because thaumaturges are a charisma-based class, so I'm used to, him having charisma, a lot of it, and now he's got 0. It's his dump stat this time around.
Got no riz.
So I'm gonna say, I don't know, he thinks he's intimidating. So, he's used to people, like, just kind of giving him a weird look. He's just a weird-looking little kobold, that's nothing new to him.
Grandam is being suspicious of everyone. I'm guessing
he's like, there's something wrong with these dwarves. He's going to stick with he's going to stick with Kiro wherever Kiro goes. I have no aspirations in Little Gnome Town.
they all seem to be wearing a greenish pointy hat for the most part. Some of those that are more menial in their tasks, we'll call it, sweeping the street, picking up trash, maintaining different things. They seem to have red hats.
Wait, pointy red hats?
Yeah, the gnomes, they have a caste system. Maintenance is red, and I don't know if it's actually a caste system.
I mean, this kind of gives me like David the Gnome vibes. Different color hats.
Nah, just what are their opinions on gnomish marriage?
You're asking Kiro?
No.
That would not be inside of Kiro's wheelhouse. Ask me how they die or their burial practice. I could probably help you. Anything outside that? No.
I think Admiral Mime, you also had a spell that you could cast to understand, and I think you'd cast it on yourself, so you're able to understand the Gnomish for the most part. You're deciphering some of the signs, but you tell me what you're looking for. If you're going straight to your newfound friend Fizz, or if you're wandering around. You're muted if you're talking.
Yeah, sorry. You're gonna have to repeat that question. I was trying to pull up my D&D Beyond was giving me problems, but I just logged in.
I was saying that I believe you're the other one that has
yes
had cast the spell and can understand
yes.
Gnomish.
have.
It was cast on all of us, wasn't it? Because we all talked to the customs guy.
I
think it was an individual for each party that went through. There were like 2 separate parties.
I have tons.
Yeah. It was me and Kat, and then
no, I think it was
Mime
Kat cast it
covered.
on you, and then Mime has it on themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At some point, we all definitely spoke it though. Yeah, because we all were able to communicate individually.
What was the spell?
I have
tongues.
I forget what Cat has.
Tongues.
But yeah, and that's anybody I touch. So I'm just gonna poke it. I'm just gonna boop everybody on the nose.
Okay. You see everybody else struggling and give them the boop. Tongues. And everyone's overwhelmed with all of the language that they hear. There is a bit of a difference in dialect, mainly between the red hats and the green hats, but not so far as that this spell is not capturing it for you guys.
Are there any patterns in the dress or mannerisms of the red versus green that become apparent?
The green seem to be a little bit more carefree. They're kind of going about their day if they're out and about. Some of them are shopkeepers or hawkers on the side of the road, but they don't seem unapproachable as a complete almost opposite to the Red Hats who seem to keep their head down and be wandering the streets with a purpose.
Any difference in the dress?
Not in the actual outfits, perhaps, but maybe on the level of adornment. So there, you might see, the most noticeable thing being whether or not someone is wearing a ring or not doesn't seem like any of the lower caste or you said it, so it's stuck in my head now. The red hats are they aren't wearing any jewelry for the most part. They have even what you would notice perhaps as a wedding band, you're guessing on some of them is more of a tattoo as opposed to actual jewelry. And some
When
of
we were
those,
in,
I was just going to say simply too that, and some of that does seem to be another distinguishing characteristics. As you're wandering, none of the green hats have tattoos.
and when we were in customs, is everyone wearing a hat, and what hats did they have, or no?
Pretty much everyone there had green hats.
Okay.
Because you were in the port.
Okay.
Except unless they were, being used to task. But for the most part, you're seeing actually too a overall use of technology above and beyond what the rest of the world is used to. Some of you might understand some of this differently, but with your meta knowledge. But some of them are holding pieces of glass that they can look into and seem to be moving their finger across, and that's mainly the green hats. But they also seem to all have, especially the green hats, some sort of small automaton that follows them.
Granddad, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts. I'm just going to walk around, just kind of like eavesdropping on anybody's thoughts I can get into. I want to get the vibe of this place because Granddam is
We were also
curious.
Go on.
Sorry.
We were also introduced to those tablets last session here. And so my first objective will be to locate the kiosk that I was instructed to the whereabouts of and purchase one.
You don't have to go far after seeing the map that kind of denotes you are here and the rest of the city. You walk not even 10 paces away from there, and you find a kiosk that is selling them. Are you going up to browse or staying back?
Yes, so I'm browsing and I gesture to one of them and I ask what would be a valid trade for this. And are there any other accessories such as a connection to a database that I also need to purchase, or does this device function as a standalone item?
You start spouting that off, and he goes, pulls his hat back and scratches his head a little bit. Well, it's a little bit odd seeing one of your sorts up here. My name's Clank.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'll try to answer your questions. I generally just sell the goods, but they are connected to the main data hub. Most of the information for the city's accessible on them. You could find dates, times, places, events, as well as the standard Star Talker Federation news updates and such, and it is how most of us communicate, except
And
uh,
what is the range on this? How far can I be removed from the city and still connect to the database?
that's a and he goes back to he like pokes his head back around the other side of the kiosk where you hear him making some noise. He pulls out his own glass piece and he starts typing some stuff into it, and he's like, it seems like the makers have said it will operate up to 1,000 feet away from the city. I haven't tried that myself.
Okay, so not too far. Good to know.
And they say it will connect to some of the other cities, but they generally you need a pass key, some sort of
A password.
lock.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. Okay. So I just got to make sure, sometimes newcomers don't really understand all the tech up here.
Or a little different. So what would be a valid trade for this?
Well, in general, we gnomish folk, we pay in these. And he pulls out a vial. I actually had to come up with a picture of it for myself too, because I was like chatting with AI trying to figure out what the heck I was even coming up with. It's a good sounding board sometimes. And it's going to be under handouts, Alalopolis. And he says they're called vapor chits. And he's holding one up, and if you see it,
Ooh.
it's under your journal there. And it looks like a small tube with a cap on either end with gas that seems to be held within inside of it. And he's holding one, and he says, "These blue chits, I think you guys use gold down there still? They're about 1 gold piece." And then he rummages around back behind the kiosk and pulls out another one. You won't see as much, but... or at least changing hands all that much. These are the gold ones. They exchange for 50 gold pieces. Those are the main 2 that we use.
So to clarify, the blue was 1 and the gold was 50?
Yes.
And how much for one of these devices? And I gesture to the tablet.
That'll run you about 2 gold. Or, 2 gold vapor chits.
Oh. I will have to go to an exchange and get some of those. How late is this kiosk open? Like how long until you close for the day?
Until the sun goes down.
What time would I perceive it to be?
Dark?
No, like what time is it now in the game?
I was role-playing him, so he's like...
Oh.
The device runs on standard gnomish time, which is a little confusing for you guys. It's kind of tied into a galactic standard. I don't need to get into all this. Basically, I guess he pulls up his little glass piece again, and he types some stuff in. And he's right 8 o'clock, I guess.
In the morning?
That's at night. I think it says. Is that what PM means?
Yes. No, sorry. That was hats off me asking you, Josh, what time I would perceive it to be.
Right. You guys would operate off of a standard 12-hour clock for the most part.
Oh,
So-
and he's saying it's 8 p.m. currently.
No, that's when he's saying that's when it closes
Yeah,
But,
I'm asking what time is it now?
in game. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. He does some more math on his little thing. He's like, oh, it's about 6.
Okay, I have a couple hours. I'll be back soon. Thank you.
It's good to meet you.
And I walk away, leaving him utterly bewildered. So I guess I'll hand off narration as I go to wherever the nearest exchange is.
If no one else has any prime objectives,
Enchanting
guessing-
shop. Enchanting shop.
Kiro leads the group over to an enchanting shop.
Oh, my mic's been up this whole fucking time. Grandam is while he's walking with Kiro is going to be casting telepathy, and not telepathy, detect thoughts, and is just trying to get like the general vibe because he's picked up on he can't speak Gnomish, but he has picked up on the caste system. At least he thinks he has, and he's like, oh, these kinds of places are always ready to explode. Okay, and he just kind of wants to get like a vibe.
Oh, I'm sorry to interject. Before we split up, I'm assuming that the group decides on a meeting point.
I didn't think anybody was splitting up. You guys were just kind of following the next
Okay,
person.
Great. Okay, sorry, continue.
And yes, to your casting of Detect Thoughts, Grandam, you can tell there is generally set up in the thoughts this cast system that you're talking about in your mind. You've got kind of laid upon top of it, on top of their structure. But it does seem that they're all excited for what's going to be happening, which is the signing of Liberty into their into their midst, so to say, and worshiping the tree, as they have something called a gift society. You're catching whiffs of, which means that at every end of year they all gather back up and exchange hats, depending upon I don't know how best to explain a gift society. Actually, I looked it up a long time ago. But basically, it's like they don't operate on an entirely wealth-based aspirations. As opposed to that, they operate simply on whoever has the most by that point of time. They redistribute it every year, and by doing that, everybody has a chance to change hats at that time too.
So how do you move up and how do you move down?
So
What triggers
if that's
each?
the case, why are the tattoos like
Yeah.
divided by the hats? Are they peel on? Like,
Yeah, it's a mobile society.
Magic.
Permanent alterations.
oh, okay. You got it.
Fun.
So explain to me the triggers of what makes someone move up or down in the system.
You're not able to glean that, I would guess, probably from just the detecting thoughts that you're picking up on. You're able to glean that, Jake or Grandam, because people are thinking about it and are excited for it, like I said. But generally speaking, when they do when they're doing the redistribution, you're getting images of them all gathering on the top platform in the gardens, and there is a automated system that collects all of the data from the whole year of what everyone has accomplished and done, and at that point they redistribute it all.
Is this a meritocracy?
Equally. I've never heard that word. I feel like I have, but I don't know. I don't know the definition.
Meritocracy would be like you are like people that are competent get positions of influence.
No.
Like-
Had nothing to do with that. It's closer to yeah. If you're curious about it, it's actually a group of Native Americans would do this in the West, and it was called a gift society. They would all gather for a very large gathering at the end of each year, bring all of their resources, throw a giant ass party, and people that were less off, they would redistribute it all, so that everybody would be on a more equal footing standing each beginning of the year.
I see.
God, that sounds ideal. That sounds awesome.
So, are the givers given the green hats and the receivers given the red? Like, how does?
So it's a little bit more intricate than that, and it's definitely not gleaned from how
Hmm.
how they're thinking about it right now.
Damn it, Josh! I want the world building now.
Yeah.
So, Rick, you walk through a door into the the rusty hatch, and you hear not a chime, but more of a sing-song bell. Almost sounds like a bird as you walk through the door. That catches your attention. But then you're greeted by, welcome, customers.
Greetings.
Welcome. You do speak gnomish. I was kind of worried there when I seen you, big fella.
I travel a lot.
That's good to hear. That means you might have some good things worth exchanging. I'm assuming you haven't gotten any vapor chips yet.
I'm guessing not. I just arrived. But I had a need, and I wanted to see if you had what I was looking for.
I can certainly do my best. We are quite well acquainted here at the Rusty. What did I just say? The Rusty Hatch. Thank you. Although I'm sure you've heard the phrase, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, the Rusty Hatch will find your niche.
That's good to know. I was wondering if you had a way of, or had a object that could keep someone hidden by blocking out the ability of someone finding them. Kind of like erasing them, but not in the literal sense of erasing them. Make them not searchable. So if, say, a wizard attempted to scry and find you, or they try to get inside your head.
Those are two separate things. The finding you, I can certainly recommend any one of these rings in this case here. They will elude most common means, none deific, mind you, as we do follow some form of he looks up at you, hierarchy. There's got to be some accountability to us all, and who better
By
to
all
do
means.
so?
By all means, the gods are good at doing their job.
Yes,
This
yes.
is for
Good.
more unsavory fellows.
Well, he just is under his breath. Good. I was hoping not have to recommend Ratchet for his underarms dealings, but this is a completely above board topic we can discuss. As I said, these rings here are likely going to be able to achieve what you'd like. But again, I will revisit the topic of vapor chits. These are going to sit around what is
Basically, I'm trying to buy a ring that keeps you from being scryed, and a ring that's gonna keep you from being your mind ring of mind shielding.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two things I'm looking for.
Like, I did not look those up beforehand, so I needed to check real quick what those are
Oh,
before I told you something ridiculous price-wise.
You good?
Uh,
As Rarl tells us, we have cash flow coming in, so Hero is going to use that money for good intention.
it's okay. It's only okay. They're both only uncommon. Okay. Which would put me in the okay. They're going to be around 4 gold vapor chits or 200 gold starting. And that's going to get you the most basic forms.
I see. Well, can you hold 2 of those for me? One to keep them from being found, and one for protecting the mind.
I can certainly do that. I still would.
And then can you direct me to a place where I can get these vapor chips?
Ah, yes. Well, those are going to be most found at our jewelers' shops, and there is an exchange at the port, but I would shy away from them. They most certainly are going to rip you off.
I will keep that in mind. Do you have someone you recommend?
Ah, yes. Uh, my good friend Sprocket just around the corner here. He's outfitted most of the gems himself in these rings.
Well, then I will patron his shop. And Carol turned to the admiral and uh, tell them that he is going to be going to that shop just right away, and he'll be right back.
Presumably, Nimue is following you for the same purpose.
No, I hope so.
I assume we're all
Um,
following you.
yeah, I
I
would
don't
wanna
think we're
stick
gonna let
together.
you go anywhere by yourself.
Yeah, I didn't know if y'all wanted to look at the cool little tinkery shop or not.
I'm gonna follow you, and I'm gonna sort of like poke you on the shoulder or whatever the whole time. Be like, but after this, we're getting food.
I will find the best Mama Sue's adjacent shop that we can.
That sounds good. I like that.
Speaking of that thought, I turn back to the shopkeeper. Begging your pardon, but where would you say is your best noodle shop or fine dining shop?
Kind of squints at Noodles and raises an eyebrow at dining, and he just goes, much in the way of fine dining, but I can highly recommend the Celestial Brew just down the corners there. They a whiz bang fun.
I
Cool.
see.
Just gets a grin.
We've been recommended the same shop by 2 locals. We have to check it out.
I think we shall do that as soon as we get our funds exchanged and
Sounds like a plan.
items bought, and then we will take the Admiral to the Celestial Brew to have a good meal.
Huzzah!
So we go over to the jeweler shop.
Yep. Sounds like. I'm just gonna roll something real quick here too. I don't remember exactly how the detect thoughts works, Grandam, for detection? Like if other people can tell that you're in their mind or not?
Like, it's only supposed to be surface level, and I think that like there is a wisdom saving throw against my DC.
Mhm.
But if they can like actually detect it or not, that's up to you, man. Hey, if
In,
my
in the
fuck
crowd,
me up if it's interesting.
in the crowd, I would say not. But if you were wandering in there and casting the same on the shopkeeper, that's where I was thinking maybe it would probably come to something. But they rolled a 6, so I have no idea what you were.
It's higher than 6.
I figured. So, anyways, he doesn't even bat an eyelash. Then, when you glean from him, he's talking about the Celestial Brew, and you just get these fond memories of these magical drinks that they serve.
Very good, very good. Grandam is going to enjoy this.
And you make it through the door of the shopkeeper for the jewelers, and there, as you do so, the whole, as everyone finally walks into, the door shuts, and instead of a chime or anything, there is a red light and then a soft overtone image that appears. Hold on, and it you feel the floor shift under your feet as everything in this town and have witnessed. You must have just stepped into a shop that has shifted from one location to another inside of the beast of this city. And then the image flashes away, and the shopkeeper stands up in the back. Oh, so I'm gonna need dex saves from everyone.
I'm on my laptop, so my account isn't linked. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's see here. Do we have a token to select?
Nah.
Okay. $19.
Nice. Kiro?
I am waiting for D&D Beyond to load up. It's being quite issued with me right now.
Yeah, it made me like put in my birthday and shit for some
Same.
reason.
It was weird.
Hey, Rick.
It was kind of. I mean, it's whatever. I'm just like, okay.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah,
Give me a
buddy.
number between 1 and 100.
1 in 100. I'm gonna go Callaway style. 90s.
Okay, cool.
95.
Cool. Very good. We're not rolling for a Callaway. I just needed to get the Grandam vibe for the day. That's all. Thank you.
Kiro?
Yep. All right, there it goes. Now we're loaded up. Oh, please be nice to me. Please be nice. Oh, snap. 21.
You're all able to hold your feet. You all had to buckle your knees, though, and kind of put your hands out to the side. So that's how the shopkeeper sees you all standing there, like you're on a surfboard, even though there's no surfboard. And he just kind of mimics you, and he goes, "Oh, is this how you say hello and where you come from?"
No. New to town.
I can see that. Can I help you with something?
Yes, you were highly recommended for exchanging currencies.
Oh, I can do that. Certainly. What kind of shinies have you brought me?
I I forget. Olivia, how does our money bag work exactly? Kira has never
No,
used it,
just-
so
Yeah, neither have I. You just reach your hand in there and there's money.
oh, okay.
Right?
I pull out the amount that the other shopkeeper asked for, and I need this converted into your currency.
There is indeed 200 gold as you're counting it out for what you need.
I don't even know if I've ever recorded Grandam having money. I don't know if he's ever made money in the existence here.
Astranek apparently has 65.
The Rum
Grandam
Rollers
is-
have money.
Grandam is going to extend an acorn out to the man. He doesn't speak Gnomish, but he is going to use telepathy to convey to this man with the full, and also use Druidcraft to put like an aura around the acorn to convey to this man the full experience that he had being connected telepathically to Libertree, and that this was in fact an acorn of Libertree.
Is that a lie? Is it actually an acorn of Liberty?
It is a lie.
Okay.
I will,
Wow.
I will need
That's
a
not nice.
I will need a deception.
Kiro is not engaging in any kind of deception.
Bro. Yeah, Astranek has no idea what's going on.
Also, because I have the telepathic feat, I can do it without a verbal component. So there's no sign that I'm casting a spell here. I'm just reaching into his mind and conveying the wildness. That said, my deception is a -1, so let's see how this goes.
Can't be worse than mine.
17, baby.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so
He wants to believe.
he really does, and you see his eyes get the size of saucers. You're surprised his eyes can open that far, and he just reverently holds the seed and he goes, this is I can't give you chits for this. At least I don't have enough that I could pay you for this.
Consider it a gift from my friend here, and only
Yes, thank
exchange
you.
for what we need.
For the record, I did cast Awaken on this acorn.
The acorn. How long does that take?
How long does it last?
Forever.
Forever.
Oh.
And it takes like an hour, but Grandam has a habit of spending his downtime casting Awaken on things. I
guess I meant more so. So yeah, I believe that 100% that he's doing that. I'm more asking, I guess, how long does it take?
It takes it takes an hour for it to start doing anything.
Oh no! No! For it to start behaving like
alive.
Now, like as soon as the spell is done.
And
oh damn!
In which ways are you imbuing it? Because I think there's a few different ways you can awaken things. I thought.
I don't believe so.
I could be thinking of another
It just has
spell.
to be a plant or an animal with an intelligence lower than 5.
Okay.
And it brings its intelligence up to 10.
He's holding it, and he seems to be in a conversation with it. I was just trying to think of how it would manifest, because my brain went in several different directions, and the very first thought was it's got a little mouth and little tiny arms and little tiny legs, and it's just like, wow.
No, it'll do that when he plants it and it grows into a tree.
Okay. So he's just he seems to be engrossed in another conversation as he's saying things out loud that doesn't make sense.
And for now, can the top of the stem of the can the stem of the
Speaking to
acorn wiggle in response to speech?
It seems to, yes.
Like how it emotes by wiggling its stem.
Yep,
Yes, thank
that
you.
is what's happening.
Take care of that boy. I say in Dwarvish as I leave.
Oh,
Or
wait,
Druid
wait!
as I
Abby, I can't possibly take this for nothing, but like I said, I could not compensate you enough for it.
Just
Please.
consider it a gift. I promise.
Well, no,
A gift.
Granddad walks up and just places a hand on his heart.
I have
nod,
to.
Nod.
I have to at
He'll
least give
he'll
it.
hold out a hand. He'll take off his little nasty hat and hold it out for him to put something in.
And then he goes around the back of the counter and grabs like 2 handfuls of the gold chits and tosses them in your hat. Please, this is not all I have. I couldn't go bankrupt. Wouldn't be good for the
Granddad
rest.
just bows in thanks as he begins to put the hat back on, full of money, and he'll turn and leave. Granddad can't understand him at all.
Kuro nicely grabs Grandam's shoulder. Master Kelador, may I see your hat again?
Yeah, I feel like we should give some of these back.
Yeah, exactly what you. So
We just
we're
cleaned
just
this
gonna
guy
give
out of
a
house
little bit
and
more of
home.
this. Yeah, we're gonna give a little bit of this back, Master Kelador.
He'd gotten about.
Sleight of hand check to have the hat be empty.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you
then-
guys
and
can
then-
roll
and then-
against
and
each
then-
other for sure.
Yeah.
Just so that you're aware, that's 26 of these chits is fit the gold kinds that he'd given you, or about 1,300 gold worth.
Yeah. I guess what is it? My athletics versus, or how are we doing this?
Perception is what I would think. Sleight of hand versus perception.
Sure. Yeah. That makes
Okay,
sense. to me.
so my perception versus his.
I already rolled a 9.
All right, God. Please say this is not one of my shitty skills. Please say, God, this is not one of my shitty skills. God help me. I rolled an 8. This is not one of my skills. And then Kira will use his best diplomacy to ask Grandam to give some of that back with a 19.
You don't even have to roll. Granddam will just tuck his head and walk over, pull a couple chits out of his beard, and set them down on the counter.
Couple. I feel like we need to give approximately 25 back.
Also, as a reminder,
I gave him hope.
Nimue,
Yeah.
you did not pick up the chits that you needed.
Yeah, because I'm not taking any of these theft chits.
No. I'm just.
This isn't theft.
I'm just reminding. I'm
There
It's
was
a
no
scam, is
coercion
what it
here.
is.
There's no coercion here.
Okay,
Yeah.
no
Just
scam
reminding
chits
you.
for me. Oh yeah. So wait, is this an exchange or is he just bartering and he's a rent? Like I thought this was just a shop.
He gave him a. I gave him a.
He's a jeweler. He will take pretty shinies in exchange for chits.
I gave him fibbertree.
I don't know if I have anything jewelry wise I can barter.
That includes gold and silver because to them it is
Oh.
jewelry here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll look at Nimue and go, I think Master Kelador has secured us enough funds. Don't you?
I morally do not feel okay accepting this.
Oh, Kiro understands, and that's why he's leaving the 200 gold on the, and just going, and that is a tip for your help.
An additional 200, you mean? Including the first 200 you gave him?
Yeah.
Okay. He Go
You
ahead.
all are acting
I
like I gave him nothing. He says as he leaves. He did leave a good 8 of the chit that he took on the
Okay.
Okay, so how many chits worth have we returned? The 8 chits, the 200 gold,
What?
which is another 4 chits, and then the other 200 gold, which is so we've returned 16 chits worth of gold.
I they're worth 50, and that math was fast for me. So,
We gave him 400 gold,
400. Uh-huh.
which equates to 8 chits,
Yep.
and we gave him 8 chits back
Yes.
as well. So we returned
Yes.
a total of 16 chits.
Yes.
So that means we kept 10 chits.
Faster you
Correct?
say chit, it kind of just starts sounding like shit to me.
So we kept 10 chits.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, because Grand Dam had the 26 minus the 8, and then plus the however many that
Oh, right. Okay.
Grand Dam has 18. That's where I was getting lost in the
Got
math
it.
a little
Okay.
bit. And then
Okay.
so Kiro has the 4 chits, right? Yeah, that's how the math works. From the 200 originally.
Yeah.
And you need
so, yeah.
two of the same gold chits. It's so fast to say gold chits. Sorry, I'm laughing at.
I need two
chits.
blue chits.
No, the blue was 1 gold piece. I think
Yeah, he said it was 2 gold.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Thanks
Yeah.
for reminding me.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm getting all confused.
So I strike up a casual conversation with the shopkeeper, wondering, just in awe that he has so much lying around, and I kind of casually ask, how much does he make in profit per year? This seems like a very lucrative business here.
Well, the shop changes hands every year for the most part. I've been getting on in my dotage before I go up into the gardens and pass my time there. So I was given this as a reward for my many years of service.
But I guess she's curious, though, how much profit a shop like this could expect to turn in a year.
It's hard to say. I have only been here for about 6 months myself.
Oh, then how much in 6 months have you seen?
We really don't talk in terms of profit here, as most of the earnings go straight back into the society. So I guess in terms of increased wealth, he goes over to a ledger and he raises one of his bushier eyebrows so that he could actually read a little bit better. And he goes, I think it was something like, in your terms, I guess, maybe in the 6 months, carry the one, I don't know, like 5,000 gold?
You seem to be doing very well for yourself.
Well, it's not for myself, like I said.
Well,
We're all
I
one
mean,
here.
for your society, you are doing your part.
I hope so. My grandkids have been seeming to enjoy the change, and they're really looking forward to having a god again.
And I hope that the gods bless you in all your endeavors.
Gesundheit.
My apologies. Do not use the word bless. I know
No,
it is. Confer?
Gesundheit is the word you're looking for. Health. Prosperity.
Ah. Then may the gods Gesundheit you.
Before we go, do you have smaller denominations of currency? Could you perhaps exchange? And she offers up 5. Actually, let's make it 4 gold. Asking for 4 blue chits.
Yes, I can do that. No problem. And he goes over to another drawer and actually, it's more of like a crate that he pulls the lid off of and pulls a couple out and sets them on the counter for you.
So, what language are they? Like, are they speaking Common now, or is everybody still speaking Gnomish?
It's gnomish, but Admiral Mime had booped everyone on the nose so that everybody can understand.
Ah, I
And
see. Okay.
All right,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nimue can't take any of the scam chits. And she only has 34 gold, 30 now, so she she's not used to it.
So does everyone have what they need?
Yeah.
is
Oh, I guess Mime should probably. I want food. I should probably give over some of my gold. I'm gonna ask to exchange. I don't know how much. I'm gonna ask the guy behind the counter. How much does a meal usually cost?
Oh, well, around these parts, a meal is usually on the house. It's the brews you gotta pay for, and they're usually a blue chit.
A blue chit, a brew?
Oh, yes, they're very potent brews.
Mime's gonna hand over 10 gold and ask for some chits.
Okay. And he starts pulling them out of the crate and setting them on the counter for the 10 gold. 10 blue chits.
Kuro will lean down to the Admiral. Admiral, I'm going to hope that the drinking will be after any negotiational talks that we have to perform, or shall we, much like on the Kobuk-san, invite them to drink?
Mime's just gonna shoot over some finger guns and then walk away.
Understood, Admiral.
Grandam is already moving towards the booze.
Free food.
Nope.
Wait, what was this about free food?
You probably briefly hurry back into the bird chime rusty latch or rusty hatch and grab the chest piece or the rings that you're wanting. I'm guessing.
Yes, and as soon as I do, I immediately walk over to Mohawk.
He's not there. He's on Adüné.
Oh, okay. He's on Adüné.
While you do that, I'm going to pick up my tablet and meet back at the tavern.
You guys walk out of the front door, and before you split, you see that it's literally just around the corner. You can see the glowing blue sign that's announcing the Celestial Brew.
Lovely.
Kuro will excuse himself and tell everybody that he'll join up at the Celestial Brew, but he wants to handle one crisis at a time. So he's going to take flight and fly back over to Adüné.
You can
handle the Mohawk.
You can reach out to Adüné via your mental link. Still.
Oh. I guess on the way, yeah.
Wait. I do have to think about the ring of mind shielding aspect there. Creature to read your thoughts. Okay. So you could still communicate telepathically, yes. Because you've already kind of set up the handshake, so to say, between yourself and Adüné's mind.
Yeah. On my way over, I'll let Adüné know that I'm coming to hand something off to Mohawk and to have them meet me on the deck.
Aye, fast mate. And you hear Adüné's assent to it.
Thank you, Adüné. And before he takes flight, he'll just nod to the admiral. Get me whatever looks good. I'll join you shortly.
Mime salutes.
And he salutes as his wings take him off the ground.
Alright, which way are we going? Are we going to the Celestial Tavern?
Mhm.
Are you following Kira to the ship?
Well, I'll go to the tavern.
Oh.
I feel like
I'm
delivering
hungry.
those is a one-man job.
Oh yeah. But so yes. But that was a question for Josh.
Oh.
As far as the screen. Which
I figured
Lamau.
for the most part you guys would head to the Celestial Brew, and we can check back in Kiro here in a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
And have I
Ooh,
procured my tablet?
fancy.
Yes. I was
Sweet.
going to say, I guess I thought it, but didn't say it. But you go back over there, no problem. Same with, like I think I mentioned to Kiro, and they recognize you. Get your requested items ready and make the exchange. To make sure to-
Fantastic. And on the way back,
update your
I
chit
am-
ratio.
What?
I was just saying, make sure to update your chit ratio.
Yes. And on the way back, I am researching how the hat colors are exchanged.
Oh, on the device.
Mhm.
Um.
I was going to
So-
get there one way or the other.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Lord, no.
Just from the Star Talker Federation, who seems to be they're not a governing body. They're more of a group of wise ones, old withered gnomes that hang out more or less on the top of the Airshiff 86 and commune with the gods and work kind of as intermediaries for them. And in
Any gods in particular?
this one, not currently.
Okay.
There are
Continue.
several other ones that work with various gods. There seems to be almost an airship for every god that you can imagine. So it is always an exciting time for the gnome race when a new god is born, as they can create a new city
Oh, cool. Okay.
and grow. And
Wait, do they have to kill their cities if a god dies? Have we been killing gnomes accidentally?
the city
Unintentionally?
I'll research that next.
the cities do die if a god dies, and it's, you can tell, linked to their power source that runs the city. Usually
Oh,
there's an
shit.
exchange of
It just falls
Oh.
out of the sky.
of energy between them, and for that reason their upper regions always flourish, though, too, because that is one of their connections to the god. Usually they plant the god's tree in their upper region, and they are able to commune with it and the god or goddess, as may be. And if the god dies, their tree dies, and henceforth they're
Hindenburgs?
yeah.
Guys, we've been causing Hindenburgs. Our plans. They're so evil.
Uh-oh.
The evil campaign has been doing this, not the good guys.
We
And
haven't officially killed any gods yet.
true enough.
Isn't that our goal?
We haven't done it yet, though.
I guess good thing we're not trying to become gods ourselves. Or at least I'm not.
I am.
And as a whole, the city sort of acts as a not just like an extension of that god, but also kind of like a computing power for them. You learn that your city is a machine to its truest nature and does a lot of calculations and arithmetic to assure their continued existence, basically.
To ensure whose continued existence?
The god and the gnome city.
Oh, so like like a predictive model of the future to see what they need to do to ensure certain realities come to happen?
Yep.
Oh,
And
okay. I'm going to have a bunch of follow-up research questions, but I will space these out.
and you learn the hats are more of symbolic and simply as you weren't gleaning, but Grandam was gleaning before a showing of who's doing what task currently, and those get exchanged every year. Usually, you cannot be put up for the same task every year, unless you vehemently want it. But this is not true for any position of power or wealth.
What do you mean wealth, if wealth is redistributed?
By like that shopkeeper, like you could not be the jeweler.
Wealth positions are not repeatable consecutively.
Right, exactly.
Got it.
Right.
Okay. But it still hasn't answered my question of what do you need to do to change colors of your hat.
Just make it through another year.
But then how do they decide who stays red, who stays green, or who changes from red to green or green to red?
It varies every year. So, like I said, if you can't repeat a position, that's the first note, and then the second, it's got a rhythm to it. So, generally, it seems like, for the most part, the younger generations hold up the lower portions. However, that is not always the case. If they there isn't really a person or idea that individual that chooses, so to say. It's a collective, and all of those that have gone through the system before, the old withered folk, the wise ones at the top, they will make suggestions of who can do what, but they will not make that be the final call. It will be generally determined as a whole.
So it's purely a subjective assessment of character and ability.
Mm-hmm. And they get to choose at the end of it too. They get their say, the individual. And
okay. So basically, I was trying to figure out, like, say someone's a red hat and they want to be a green hat because they want an easier life. How do they aspire to do that? And basically, it's they be someone that's worthy of respect and promotion, and they will get a promotion.
Yes.
But then if someone goes from green to red, that seems like a punishment. And what if someone doesn't feel like they're deserving of that punishment? Does it create discord?
Some of those menial jobs, a larger portion of them actually, are performed, you're seeing, by a lot of automatons that are moving around as well. They seem very adept at making these and creating them. and it's one of their specialities, and hence why their city itself is built on something of that nature that keeps them afloat and provides these calculations for the gods, as well. That in general, it's not seen. It's actually seen the opposite. Those that are able to provide and put in that sort of work are praised for their ingenuity, because it is those that actually put in the time and effort to do those what you might think of as menial or hard label tasks. If they're able to do it and they want to do it, then they're most likely to come up with new ways of doing things and innovate on their machinery. And so they are highly praised.
Okay, so that's more of like inventor positions, not like chimney sweep.
No, they've got machines for
Okay.
that.
Okay, got it. So it's less of a punishment and more of just like like an engineering job versus a theater job or something. So like entertainment, public facing jobs would be more green hats. And service
Yeah.
jobs. And okay. I see.
And in general, they're think of an engineer that actually goes out into the field and helps maintain the thing that they install. They suggest to be installed.
Got it. Okay. I'm learning so much about gnomes, guys.
It's a very interesting culture.
You guys all then walk into the Celestial Brew. The double doors of which are much wider, but you all, except for probably Mime and Azranek, have to duck to get in. The ceilings on the inside are a little bit taller, at least, but you're all, other than those two, having to be very careful walking around inside, because it is packed with people sitting around their concoctions, some of which are not drunk in the traditional way. You're watching in astonishment as the patron mixing at the front finishes shaking, and instead of pouring downward, releases upward, and then takes another cup as the liquid floats up into it, captures it, holds it down with the cup, and then slides it across the table to the person that he was preparing the drink for. So there is a liquid that is going in the opposite direction. Very dark liquid, I'll mind you. And
but what do you mean opposite direction?
Like
this
gravity...
is the liquid in the cup upside down?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a dark liquid?
Yep. So like the cup is upside down on the table so that the bottom is facing up, and the liquid is trying to go up. And the smells are that of deep, earthy smells somehow, although there are a lot of spices being thrown about too in the air. You see some dishes on the table, a golf ball sized mushroom, you can only guess, that a patron is slicing into like a steak. And there on the side, it looks like there's spiral shaped, glowing, bioluminescent kind of fries, or potato strings.
Nemoi's gonna watch.
Sorry, still not being able to communicate in Gnomish. Granddad is going to walk up to the bar, place 5 of his little gold chits that he totally got throughout the Glamines, and project into the mind of the barkeep 2 words: educate me.
Fizz is who is standing behind there, the one friend I believe Mime specifically interacted with. he looks down at you and then looks kind of over your shoulder. Oh yeah, you wouldn't be having to duck either, I guess. I should have said that earlier too. But looks over your shoulder, sees Admiral Mime in their hat and waves, and points down to the person in front of them. I'm assuming he's with you?
Yes, and I don't think he knows the value of what he places in front of you.
Well, I can
project. I do.
I can most certainly make a use of these.
I gesture that he can borrow my tablet and look up anything he wants to know.
No, he wants to be educated in drink and food.
Oh,
he wants one of
okay.
everything.
I see.
I can make that happen. Maybe not one of everything, but I can definitely give you our top sellers.
He nods.
And you said you put down 4 chits?
5.
5, so 250 gold worth of food
Yes.
and drink.
Yes.
Oh, shoot, those are gold. I thought those were the blue ones.
No, they're gold. That's why I'm not sure he knows the value, but apparently so.
One of everything.
I can do that. I think I would still need some time to make sure that to place the order, but I can do that. He was kind of like more baffled and down at first, but you can see he's picking up pace, and he starts counting heads, and he's like, I think I can make this work. I'm still gonna have to give you some change, and he's like doing some quick math, and then he starts turning around behind the bar and starts mixing up a slew of drinks. But I think while you wait, and then he turns while some of the drinks are mixing themselves, that after he starts them in the air, and then he turns and starts swiping around on a glass screen that's embedded in the counter. I'm putting in your orders now. I can get your drinks, though, here in just a second, and then you'll be astonished, I hope. And the first drinks start coming off the line that he'd started creating. The first one is that one that you noticed when you came in, which is a dark, viscous liquid that is floating upwards in a glass. Now, this one, you're going to have to be a little careful. I know you're probably not from around here, so if you just take, and he just points
Is he
to
lifting drink?
It points to the customer that had ordered it just before you, and watch Sprig here. He'll demonstrate. And the customer looks up from his glass, and he's like, oh, okay. And then he tilts it sideways, and as it's continuing to float up in the air, he makes a kissy face and sucks it all up in a...
See, I was envisioning Grandam picking it
What
up
fun.
and then wrapping his lips around the entirety of the glass and then turning his head right side up. Turning the glass right side up.
I'm assuming that's what
all
Grandam's
gushes
doing.
in. That is what he's doing, yes. No tutorial required. He's just...
Constitution save to see if it comes out your nose.
Con. Boom. Nat 20.
Nice. You're able to take it down in one shook without it coming out your nose, but you do feel a heady giggle start to come over you as the other patron who had done his has a huge smile on his face, who seems to be accustomed to it, but yours feels almost as if like laughter is coming up from your chest and you can't stop it.
Not at all alarmed by this.
And
Wait, what did you say happened? Sorry, I was typing. The effects of the spell? Or the drink?
He just couldn't hold down a laugh. But it makes him giddy.
Okay. So he did not start floating.
No.
Okay.
You need a lot more of these to start doing something like that.
Brandon's eyes get big. So you're telling me it's possible?
Yes, but it's going to more than likely cause you first to vomit before that happens, but to each their own constitution, I guess.
His eyes get even bigger at the prospect of anti-gravity vomit.
Does this seem to be an alchemy bar?
Yes, the next drink he prepares for everyone on the table. If everyone's taking that drink, I would still ask for
Hell
constitutions.
yeah.
Nimue is holding out for fizzy lifting drink.
Fizzy
He's
lifty
curious
drink.
about it. Azernak is. He would try one.
And tell me
Got a
how
9 constitution.
and tell me
Oh,
how
that's not good.
if you're trying to mimic the patron or if you're coming with your own way to drink it, I guess. Let me know.
Well, Azernak
Yeah.
doesn't really have lips, so he just kind of like stuffs his snout in it.
Like he holds it upside down and then just like trying to
Yeah,
look
he
at
holds
it.
it up over his head, and then he like lowers it onto like his face and just kind of stuffs his face in it as far as he can. And then tilts it all downwards that it floats up into his open mouth.
Like Grand Dam, falling Grand Dams. Gotcha.
Well, no, like if his face is small enough to fit in the glass, like I want him to like stick his nose in it, like a dog, like sticking its nose in a glass or something. Just thunk, you know.
Oh,
Maybe he like
so
sucks in a little bit, so the suction like gets it stuck to his face.
with a 7, I would definitely say that you're able to get your nose in the glass for sure, and you're licking away at it. But as you tilt it upward, it all kind of rushes up, maybe a little too fast, and it goes in your nose because of them being at the end of your snout, and makes your eyes water. But you still can't stop a smile from creeping across your face as it's as whatever residuals making it down your gullet, and the rest
Mimi's
is
gonna look at the
splattering against the
bartender
ceiling.
and be like, "Does anyone ever snort this stuff?"
It's done on occasion. It's not the most pleasant, as you can see by your friend there. Her eyes are a little watery. I think it's a her. I'm sorry.
That he didn't account for the fact that like it would also just perfectly go up his nose, like the way he's done it.
So is Mame or Mime trying to snort it? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, so Mimi's gonna take it off the thing and like lean over, and so lean over the glass and then tip it to the side so that the mouth of the glass is right underneath Mime's mouth, and so they're like Mime's gonna be like hovering over it with the hopes of like releasing the liquid from the cup and just like catching it.
So like, you mean when you say your mouth over the glass and the glass over the edge of the counter, you're talking about the bottom of the glass.
No,
Since
the whole glass. So
top.
we're gonna keep the glass inverted so all the floating liquid is captured. And I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
take it off the counter and I'm gonna like put it at waist height. And I'm gonna like lean over it so that my mouth is like above where the glass is, and I'm gonna slowly tip the glass upside down so that I
Okay.
see all the liquid floating up at me and I can like try to catch it with my mouth.
Okay. So as you do, we need a sleight of mouth.
A sleight of hand?
Sure, that'll work.
While this is happening, I asked the barkeep if they have any wax
18.
paper.
18. You're able to get a large majority of it. There's a couple bubbles that kind of propagate as you close your mouth around it and aren't able to fit it all in your mouth all at once completely. And it bounces off the sides of your cheeks and then bounces out and away, floating almost aimlessly up towards the ceiling, these little tiny pockets of bubbles. And you guys look up at the ceiling and see that you guys aren't the first one to be doing this.
Mm.
In the sense that it's happened before. So yeah, sometimes they get away from me.
I'm gonna apologize to the barkeep for the mess, but regret
Nope.
nothing.
No worries.
I did a little doodle.
Barkeep, do you have any wax paper?
Paper we have.
It's like paper
Wax.
covered in a thin layer of wax.
Wax.
It's good for baking.
Wax is a little bit harder to come by. It's a lot. It's not something we usually put on our paper. Can I ask what it is for?
See, I'm imagining a device. I'm not sure if it exists in your world. You cut a strip of the wax paper, you roll it into a tight spiral, and you stretch it out so it kaleidoscopes or telescopes into a long, thin tube. And then you take the end and you bend the end so it isn't in the shape of a shepherd's crook. You take the end of this hollow tube, you stick it in the bottom of your upside down glass, and then you can suck the liquid out the other end while keeping the glass upside down. I would call this a straw.
Straw. Interesting. I
It could
think
save
I
you
saw-
mishaps to clean up.
Because they were killing the giant sea turtles.
What? Oh,
Very good society.
well, see, these are made out of paper. They're biodegradable.
I don't know if I have. And he's looking around under the bar top, and then he pulls out a small metal tube, and he's like, "Would this work?" And then he kind of starts to try and bend the end, like you're talking about. I guess you got to be really careful on how you do this, though. And he's like rolling it
You don't
around
wanna
on
crush
the
it.
edge. Yeah, exactly. Huh. Here you go.
Huzzah, we have a straw. And I'll offer it to whoever next in the party is going to drink the floaty drink.
I think that'd be you.
Oh, okay. Then Nimue will very gracefully partake.
You how are you doing it in the prospects of the glass that it's already in then, I guess?
Okay, so the glass is sitting upside down on the table, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to pick up the glass, and so the liquid comes with it. It stays upside down. I take one end of the straw, put it in my mouth, put the hook of the straw in the glass, up into like the very top of the glass, and then I'm just going to use it like a normal straw.
So you're going because it's
What about like rubber? These guys probably have lots of rubber. Just make a hollow rubber tube, and then you can like just bend it in there.
This would work as
when
well.
you were asking him to bend it, then I guess you would have kept correcting him until it made like a U shape, because I was imagining
shepherd's-
like the shepherd's crook that you'd said, which like, oh, that kind of shepherd's crook. I got you now.
Like a Bo Peep, little Bo Peep.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Like a candy.
Yeah, like a candy
yeah.
cane. They wouldn't know, yeah. But
So-
Although it would
Okay.
be really funny if it just had like a kink in it, because then you could turn that into like one of those hamster bottles. Where you'd just have to hold the glass above your
Yeah.
head, but
Like that.
That's what I see what you're saying now. I was kind of imagining more what Olivia said actually at first, because then it would just be like the 90-degree almost turn, and then you would be holding it up above your head to try and drink from it.
No.
That's what it was.
no, this is so you can drink with it in the normal glass position.
Okay. I got you now. He was able to do it without any kinks. He got a 17 on his crafting. And they're pretty crafty folk in the first place. I'll have to remember that. Much more entertaining, though, to watch people try it the other way. I'll just keep that in
Very
the back
true.
pocket for the next time Gramps is around. Seems to have trouble with it sometimes.
Very accessible, and perhaps those who are already too intoxicated and cannot be trusted to be respectful of your establishment can be offered some aid.
Yeah, I dig it. Ready for the next one? I guess we'll go
Hit
over
me.
to
Grand
Kiro.
Am nods enthusiastically.
Go over to Kiro for a second. So what is Kiro doing on Adüné?
As soon as he makes it to Adüné's ship, he meets up with Moak and proceeds to explain that he's noticed he's not been very well, and he knows that other forces are trying to get a hold of him. At least the body that he's residing in, and he's wanting to keep him safe. So to shield his mind from things getting in, he's going to give him the ring for mind shielding, and to keep him where he's not be able to be found, he's going to give him the ring of no scry. Hopefully this will help you sleep better, my friend, and relax, rest.
I sleep bloody brilliantly recently. Alright, these joints don't hurt nearly as much as my last ones. But I thank you.
Please.
Going into where I'm going, I might need this. And he slides it on a finger.
Yes, I would.
Otherwise, I don't really want to hang out with those gnomes over there, so I'm just gonna, if it's okay, rest on
It is
Adüné.
fine. It'll be fine for you to stay here. Adüné will watch over you.
Yeah, she's been keeping me up to date. I like her.
She is a remarkable ship.
Oh,
And
you can say that again.
this should help guard you, and then once we get to your grove, enact the spell that will, keep other things, if they do find you, from tampering with you.
Like the sound of that. Thanks. You guys have been pretty kind to me. I guess I can bottle down the gruffness. Hopefully, once we get back to the grove, there's probably some meat I've got squirreled away I could give you.
Oh, I don't need any compensation for helping you. Helping you is the right thing to do.
Odd one you are. But I'm not going to complain. Thanks again.
I will now take my leave and join the rest of the Rum Rollers in our exploration of the city.
Good
And
luck.
he looks to Adüné. Adüné, he is your charge.
I will keep him fed and rested.
Thank you. And he jumps off and flies in the air to the Celestial Tavern.
What's your passive perception?
His 19.
I'm gonna roll something real quick, and then I'm gonna possibly ask for a perception check.
All right.
Oops, that was the wrong one. This one. That one. So as soon as you turn your back, you hear Moak more than anything, see or anything. What sounds like a pile of clothes fall to the ground, and you turn your back, back around before you take flight, and you see Moak had turned into a bird and flew off.
Mm,
He's a druid, if you recall.
yes.
Wouldn't the clothes absorb into his person?
Oh no, that's dealer's choice.
I've written it both ways, as in like I kind of let the person who's playing them do what they're most comfortable with. But me as a person, if I'm a druid, my clothes are falling off.
The main reason I'm asking is because the rings that he was just given, did those fall off too, or did those absorb?
That's magical in nature, so it absorbs.
Okay.
He just had like whatever robes were around before because he was walking around naked, like he didn't give a crap.
Okay.
You guys were gonna go see the queen at some point. You guys gave him fancy clothes.
Got it.
He was dealing with it, but
Okay, so it's not like he promised to take our wardings or heed our warnings and be cautious, and then it was like, JK, dropped the rings and left. But no, he kept them.
yes, he kept that.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll have to
I
let
can
the admiral
still
know.
I could still reach him. He was a brusque figure, but he did tell me he was just going on reconnaissance. It sounded like to see how the grove has fared. He said he'd be back within the hour.
That's good to hear. Hopefully, with what safeguards I've given him so far, he should be fine. Please alert us once he's returned, Adüné.
Aye, aye.
And then he continues flying to the Celestial Tavern to inform the Admiral of said actions and find out what's going on.
And she's just dipped before you got back, so I have to remember that for next time. But as you're walking in, you see the rest of your compatriots being served up a drink that looks like a so what he's concocted is he takes a cup, he pours some liquid in it, and then he under the counter lights some sort of quick burst of light that catches the whole concoction on fire on the inside, and then he takes it into a clear mixing glass or clear shaker, and then he shakes the whole thing up, and it starts to glow with its own light, not that of exactly fire, but it seems to almost look like, as he pours it out into a glass, a clear kind of heart-shaped glass, that of an ember in the center with a bunch of swirling blue lights in it. I'll just take it easy on this one. It can be a little cold on the tongue.
Well, Minecraft sipping noises.
Nimue is going to observe what it does to other people before she tasks them.
Grandam isn't even going to question anything. He's just going to drink it.
You go slow at first then, or just you're in the same process as before? This one isn't floating away, but it is
Describe it again real quick.
It looks like there is a fire in the center of it somehow, being held in place, that's burning, but it's bluish, and there are a bluish sparkling lights that swirl around in kind of a hazy amber hued color liquid.
Full send. He's just gonna shoot it back.
As you do, it's as if you drank cold fire, and your mouth and throat immediately go numb, and your belly starts to warm up with a with a blaze that would keep you warm in the coldest nights, and all of your hair stands on end.
That's a lot. And Dan puffs up like an angry cat. Poof. Beard and all. Wow.
Well, it's a pleasure been serving y'all. And he's poured out a couple drinks. I'm guessing he's with you though too. And he pours another drink for Kiro as he's coming in.
This is correct.
Why would you assume that?
I think I'd see him at the port with y'all.
There's not
We
a
are some of
hole.
the only foreigners.
Yeah. I didn't want to say
Kind of
it.
stands out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kiro, comes to the door, and kind of like his wings. He kind of like furls them around his shoulders, treating it like a cape as he walks in, and sees the drink. Takes a look at everybody else. How is everybody looking, sobriety-wise, right now?
More or less. Probably looking like they're buzzed actually, because they all have got shit-eating grins on their faces that they can't stop.
Azernek's eyes are probably all red from like all the drink that went up his nose.
Kiro will look to Fizz, Master Fizz. I have to keep my wits about myself, but I'm sure as he takes the drink and slides it over to Grandam, Master Kelador will very much enjoy another drink.
Oh, okay. Well, your food should be here shortly, and it looks like somehow we have the right number of orders. Interesting. I don't know how that is. Since Mime popped out of existence, he doesn't recall her being there. Or them. But there is still, correct amount of orders placed. Your food will be out shortly. And please feel free to take any table you like. Also, if you have some time, I would like to inquire your services.
It'd be my pleasure.
Up at it, big-eyed.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Grandam looks up at him with big, eyes, pupils dilated to different sizes. He has no idea what he just said, and he is zooted.
Maybe we have this discussion on the morrow. I don't think any of us are able to consent to any sort of commitments right now.
Oh, I completely understand. It would be in the best interest of liberty, I will state.
And we will certainly discuss this tomorrow. Preferably in the PM.
That's
Kiro
looks hours, I'm guessing? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Kiro looks over to everybody. I can take the meeting. I still have my wits about myself. You enjoy yourselves. Drink.
Oh, I would like to be included in this.
Since it's tongue, I understand y'all. I have my wits.
Yes, Master Kelador, you sure do.
I'm good. I'm so good.
I just don't know what this fella's saying.
He's asking for our help and assistance, Master Kelador.
The answer is yes.
We can do this.
What's the job?
Well, on the lower levels, there's gone one of the propellers. There's a type of barnacle that I use in my concoctions, and I would greatly appreciate if you could gather some for me. It is rather tiresome for some of us, or actually fatal in our cases sometimes, to do so, as it's so close to the propeller, as well as there is a particular automaton that has gone AWire down there, and if you're down there, it would to gather these. I'm making this brew specific for Libertree in hopes that he will take our patronage, and as well that particular automaton needs correcting.
So are we to subdue this automaton without damaging it too heavily?
Quite the opposite, rather. These particular automatons are all around the outer perimeters, and they protect us. But this one seems to have malfunctioned and only protects that area from anyone else, including us. And, well, the easiest way to hard reset them is to destroy them, and within the next day, they recapitulate and reform.
So a smash and grab. Sounds delightful.
Okay. Well, that's a relief. I was hoping we didn't have to send a party down there because we aren't exactly made for combat.
We are. And she kind of like leans on the bar while saying so with this tiny like wisp of a woman in a fancy dress.
But you're still
hair all
like
perfect.
You're still like head and shoulders taller than him, and
Yeah.
and, like having been decked out in such stuff now, you can kind of tell that you guys know how to handle stuff. You made it up here, after all. I haven't even been off Airshiff.
Well, take this as a tentative accept as of right now, this sounds like a splendid idea, but let us confirm in the morning when we are ourselves.
Okay, I can set you up with a room here if you'd like. One of my cousin's nephews has a spare bunk room. No cost, of course.
Do you have perchance connected rooms instead of one large room?
That's going to be harder to come by in the city. We all sort of
Understand.
down and...
Understood. Space is at a premium. Do you have any curtains that could be set up around the bunks? For some privacy.
Yes. That comes standard. Most bunks need some sort of...
And we can just sleep on not on Libertree, on Adüné.
If we can make our way back.
Yeah.
How intoxicated are we, Josh?
Grand Dam thinks he can make it back.
Kiro feels like he's about to be the Uber.
Pretty much, because you're the only one left that can fly, I think, too.
Fly and sober?
Well, Grand Dam technically, but there would be some added rules for that after see how well
also,
you
we've
fly
only
through
had
the
2
tight
drinks.
city.
Are we leaving already?
I did have another one quite queued up for you, and I think your meals will be ready right just after this one.
Yeah, we still gotta eat.
Oh, yeah. Right. Something on our stomachs. That's a good idea. And also, what do those mushrooms do? And she gestures to the mushroom that she saw another patron eating. Is that a meal or a substance?
It's a meal. It's one of the meals that are be coming out per your orders. It's a
Lovely.
Best way to explain it is like a steak. I think I've heard some other travelers talk about.
I will definitely have me some of that.
And he starts pouring up the last cocktail. Well, that's wonderful. I've just got this last one to be make it here for your order. And hey, of course, your change. And he returns. You'd slept down 5, so he returns 3 because you'd ordered everything on the menu, but in terms of food. But he's giving you these drinks as part of that too. For I don't
Oh
want to do
no
the
no
math
no
right now.
no no no! He wanted every drink he could concoct too.
Well, these are my
Random.
main one attractions for newcomers. I have some normal stuff if you'd like, but I figured this is what you interested
Would
in.
you have botrytis affected wine?
I'm sorry? Something about
Do
wine?
you have botrytis affected wine?
Botrytis.
Yes, yes, it's a
Botrytis.
wine where the grapes are intentionally infected with a fungus, and it dries them out, concentrating the juice, and it's deliciously sweet.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
But right, wine doesn't.
Hats
sound
off
very-
IRL, it's my favorite.
He's tapping his chin and he goes, "Oh, what you've described is something we have done. But we don't call it botrytis. We call it ambrosia."
I'll definitely have me a glass of that. Thank you.
Okay. And then he's pouring that while he somehow simultaneously it looks almost as if he grows a second and third set of arms that are mechanical in nature from his back, and he just starts mixing that up or pouring that, like I said, while mixing up the final cocktail, which he does completely in secret under the counter. You can see the arms that had appeared, but then everything else, nothing else. And he's smiling the whole time. And he
Can I
sets down
perception
your
that?
glass in front of you. Sure.
And can you describe that again? Because it's a wine, it's not a mixed drink. Because so ambrosia's a
Sorry,
drink in.
yours. He just pours into a glass. He took
Okay.
like I'd said, a bottle out and poured that into a glass. But I'm describing the last cocktail at the same time.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I
because
got it mixed up.
You're all right. He
Okay.
he then sets on the counter in a barrel, small like barrel it looks like, with a handle and a lid on it in front of everyone else.
19 was my perception check.
You can tell he's trying to keep the secret of this.
Okay, so it's like a proprietary, like he doesn't seem like he's mixing in something sketchy. He's just like seems to be protecting his recipe.
Yep.
Okay. Then
Now this is.
I can
Go
respect
ahead.
that.
I was just gonna say. Now this is called the solar flare shot. When you remove the lid from on top of your mugs, there will be a burst of light, and then when you, the liquid itself will glow, and then so will you and your eyes for the next hour.
Yes, please. Do our eyes glow the same color, or do they glow the color that our eyes already are, as if they're lit by an internal light, or is it a color applied? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's go.
You all drink the brew. Then I know Grandam is.
Grandam is going to try his best to make sure that he catches the whole thing in his mouth, including the light burst. He's gonna like,
Open his gob above the cup.
yes.
As you pull the lid off to the side, then, and you put your mouth over top of it, and the light shines forth. It goes in your mouth, out your eyes, out your ears, and then for some reason, there's probably some other hole that it's coming out of.
Grandam gets treated like fiber optic wire. Got it.
And you hum softly from the inside with a warm sensation, like a hug from the inside.
Feel like I could fight God.
You might have gotten a whiff of those vapor chips then. I'd be careful with those.
Vapor chips?
Excuse me, but I figured I should warn you. If you've gotten some of them, it looks like just don't break them. You might find yourself bursting away.
Oh, I don't want to.
What?
I don't want to
Wait,
do
what do
that.
you mean? With just in general, or because we have consumed this drink?
Oh no! It was the vapor chits that I was explaining. If you ingest those, the vapor inside.
Why
Oh,
is
don't do
your
that. Why would
money,
we do that?
why is
Is
your
that
money
what?
made out of explodey?
It's kind of part of our agreement with the gods. Like we could we use it to power the station, but it's also a form of currency here. I don't know if you've come across the knowledge of this yet. He's scratching his head, but I would like to just warn newcomers. I have seen them fall off the wagon, so to say, sometimes literally.
So
With
that's what the
this,
kids are doing these days, huffing chits.
yeah, not the kids so much, but some of the old folks. It seems to get them up and going in the morning sometimes.
Fascinating. And is that what is within this drink? That the light?
Oh, no, there is a small imbuement of such things, more of so from the plants that grow around the vents of that, but not nothing akin to the actual vapors themselves.
Okay, so your mention of this has nothing to do with the drink that was just served.
No, it was
Okay.
purely because I think I'd caught that your friend, even though he was speaking in common, I could understand fight and God.
Oh, okay. Yes, we will be very careful with the currency. Thank you.
He just talks like that.
Okay.
So, what color are all of our eyes?
They glow with so when you first ingest it, it is as if the sun has glowing from from inside of you out, but as it kind of sets hold, I'm stealing your idea because I loved it, but your actual inner glow, the color of your own eyes seem to proffer that glow, and it doesn't seem to just be limited to your eyes, although that is where a beam of it is. Your skin glows softly too.
Ooh. Let's see. Did I write down what she looks like in each season? I'm gonna have to find it. I wrote it down somewhere. Don't wait for me. It might take me a bit to find it.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what color I chose for her eyes when she's spring.
I will say too, I appreciate your helping in good nature, but I was planning to speak to my great grandfather above for you to get you in contact with the elders. You seem when we were meeting in the port that you wanted to uh, delve deeper into our relationship with Liberty.
Yes, that would be very helpful.
Much appreciated.
I like
can
Liberty. They're chill.
I can certainly set that meeting up when you return from from assisting me. And again, I appreciate it.
I can help you meet Liberty. Me and them are tight. Pumps his chest.
We have ties
Yeah,
back to the family tree, you could say.
He just
I've
raises
known
an
him.
eyebrow.
I've known Liberty since she was just a seed.
She grew up so fast.
She really did. He's actually getting choked up.
Nimue genuinely pats him on the back and comforts him. With a little tear in her eye caught up in the moment.
Our druids could not be more different, but they're still both true.
Yeah. And I imagine like I have one of those little shadow box portrait things of the seed, and I'm holding it up, and we're admiring it together. The old timey painted portraits.
Yeah.
And it's just this generic seed. Little Liberty baby picture. So the stereotype of like,
No, go ahead.
The stereotype of when people get drunk, there's different types of drunks and whatever. I feel like right now we're being the the sentimental
100%.
super friendly to everyone, just want to give everyone hugs type drunk.
Absolutely.
And then I'm also sipping my wine. Should I be rolling some constitution checks here? We've all had 3 drinks, and I'm on my 4th.
Yeah. There are conditions that are associated with that. So yeah, you could roll. Including Azernak and especially Grandam. Let me see. I was looking up the meals.
Food.
Here we go.
So I rolled an 11, but the thing is, I have a plus 10. It started as a 1. What does that mean?
Nat 1, Mud.
Yeah.
21.
What was that, Grandam?
21.
Oh, okay.
Dwarf baby.
Right down the middle.
10? Is that what right down the middle means?
A 10.
Okay, I was just checking.
Oh, that's half of 20.
I have proficiency in Constitution saving throws, and I nat wanted.
Shit. Where did it go now? There it is. All right. So, Grandam, you're gonna need to roll a couple though.
Okay. As a dwarf, I get advantage on all of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
12.
Do I only roll 1 because I failed from the jump?
No.
Okay.
You should roll 1 for each drink that you're having.
Okay.
Grandam, your advantage might.
Then another 21. I got it.
I was just gonna say your advantage might cancel out for how fast you were drinking them. We'll say that for the last 2 rolls that you have though. Because you took,
then a
took
12
Kira's
and
drink
then
too.
21.
Okay.
And then, so the last 2 without advantage?
Mhm.
23.
Damn.
17.
Nice. You're just tipsy. You have gained advantage on charisma-based saving throws currently. It sounds like Nimue is buzzed, though. You have disadvantage on dexterity checks moving forward, and advantage on strength-based checks.
Okay.
It's in the pins of one of the last pins on it, which I guess would be the first. It's how to get drunk. And Azernak,
No, I'm sure he's
Did
fucked.
Did you take all 3 drinks too?
He took the first couple.
Then you might want to roll again just to see how far down this you got.
Let's see how bad. Oh no!
And that one.
It's just like a 5.
Nope.
He
that's
has
not
no
passing.
modifier. It's just bad.
Josh, let me know when you want my other 3 rolls.
Go for it.
So the first was a nat 1, but
Right.
then a 20, a 21, and a 19.
Yeah. Then you're just tipsy.
Okay.
Again, it's the gain advantage on charisma based. You and Grandam are charismaing together. Tipsily.
Yeah, we are.
And then one more for Azernak. Because I see the 2.
So
Or
I-
were you not taking part in the glowing cocktail?
Does it go through? Oh, I have to actually be on the tab until the animation finishes.
Oh yeah.
13's a little better.
Yeah. That still puts you into 1, 2, 3. The buzzed category. Right? Yeah. Wait, 1, 2. No, drunk. You're not drunk because you failed 3 times because it increases the more you fail. So if you succeed, then it doesn't. At any one of the rounds, like each time you take a drink, the DC increases.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So you're drunk. You have the inebriated condition. You have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks, but believe that you have advantage.
Ooh.
So you just you feel awesome. Like you could do whatever you want.
Okay, so I found my season descriptors, and I know my portrait has been me with white hair and blue eyes in a blue dress because the portrait was made when she was in her winter form, but she's spring now, so get ready for the main character syndrome, guys. She's got light pink hair and yellow eyes.
So you're glowing soft yellow. Azernak, if you're are you a red cobalt? I can't recall.
Oh, he's brown? Question mark.
How about his eyes though?
They're usually green.
So you do go with a soft green.
Ooh, I bet that's really pretty. My characters are always like a nightmare for colorblind people, I imagine. Because
Well,
they're
I can-
always like brown and green.
I'm waiting for the art rendering of Azernak.
I need to get around to that.
I've seen Isk. I now must see the Azernak.
Oh,
I'm trying to
as
draw a
you're-
little bit more.
as you guys were reminiscing, the plates of food come out. What looks like a literal cloud on a plate, with a slew of tendrils throughout it that seem to glow softly, and it kind of looks like a lightning cloud. And
Ooh.
the next dish is a pile of what looks like glowing soft shell snails that have a heaping amount of spices and sparks of energy coming off of them. And then the last one is, and this is my favorite, Fizz says, and as he pulls out what looks like a bowl that is held up on stilts and upside down. It's similar to my drink. I kind of inspired the chef on this one. And it's a clear bowl, though, with a that you can see floating inside of it all of the ingredients, which seems to be a kind of mix between rice and these larger kind of shrimp that have been cooked, and it's got this deep, rich, earthy, smoky home comfort smell that comes from it. As well as the last two dishes, one of a salad that has this glowing sauce across it, and that sauce somehow thrums with the music that's being played on this recorder in the room that's got this a techno swing electro kind of hip hop vibe to it. And the final and last dish is the giant puffball steak that he was describing earlier, with the, you notice now too, being closer up to it, has this herbaceous sauce that's been strewn across it.
Nimue's gonna chow down on that mushroom.
And it tastes just like beef, although with a slightly marshmallowy texture.
Ooh.
Ooh. God, I'm so hungry now.
I'm glad I could leave you guys with that. That was beautiful.
And then she's also gonna eat a bunch of the cloud dish. And
Which
for the first time, you guys see, when given the option of using utensils, she always uses them. But in this moment, she forgets herself, and she's just grabbing, like, with her hands, chunks of the cloud. I'm imagining it's like cotton candy.
Yeah, a bit, and you're getting hints of lavender and that of like a morning dew on your tongue.
This is the stuff.
He's gonna chow down on that mushroom.
If you missed it, it tastes like beef, but with like a marshmallowy texture.
He's getting his claws all up in it. It's like squishing around his jaws when he clamps down on it. It's kind of getting all over his face. I'm picturing like a dog with like a big stuffed animal in its mouth, you know, like the way the stuffed animal kind of squishes on either end of its face, you know. I gotta draw it. Hang on.
I fucked up the description of the salad too, because I'd missed this particularity. It's not in like a bowl, and the sauce is still over top of it. It's actually in like a tree-shaped form, and like the leaves and the fruit and nuts and such that accompany salad usually, or fancier one anyways, are dangling off of it. So it's like it's presented in the form of a tree. But you eat it like a salad. You're seeing other people eat it with chopsticks. Well,
Yeah, I was about to say Kira will try a bit of everything as far as the food goes, and ask for a glass of water.
we do have some dew water that's been collected from on top. It's a little bit different from what I've heard Outlanders describe as actual water, but keeps us hydrated.
That'll do just fine.
Okay. And he grabs a pitcher from behind the bar and pours you a vibrantly glowing green liquid.
Kiro accepts and drinks it.
And you feel a jolt run through your system as you can feel the rhythm, and your foot starts tapping, and you just kind of get a little bit more jittery, like you had just woken up from a long rest and drank a pot of coffee.
Y'all definitely enjoy a very interesting drink.
Ah, yes. It is one of our pastimes, if you can't tell, and one of the only things that we, at least, regularly pay for.
Would you like to pay for other things? I'm confused. Isn't it good that y'all can have things that you don't have to pay for?
Yeah, well, of course. It's great. I'm just bantering back. I'm testing that we do enjoy a good drink. It is to the point where we have to make it be paid for, though. If we were to just give this away free, we might have a problem.
Kiro takes a look around the room. I can see your point.
So it is a pleasure to get to pay for something that is so widely enjoyed together. But I can certainly show you to those rooms when you're finished with your meal.
Yes, that would be very helpful. I feel like I might have to assist my comrades in finding their way.
And go where I. Drunken Grandam is then going to get off, and he's going to go wandering around the lower decks by himself, looking for little critters. He wants to go.
Would you like
friends.
company?
You want to go talk to the rats too?
I do.
We look what critters? No, I'm sorry. He's like, what critter? His mouth is still full.
I didn't say anything but critters, but he will welcome company as he goes and finds the local animal population, if there is one.
Yes, let's collect them all. Temporarily, of course, if they are okay with it.
Grandam totally doesn't want to cast Awaken on the 5 of the rats to begin a little intelligent rat population up towards the bucket.
I feel like we must use Awaken responsibly. If we create sentience, we have to do it in a creature that sentience wouldn't be a curse for.
I look at her expectantly, waiting on an answer as to what that would constitute.
I guess if we create sentience, we have a responsibility to ensure a good life. So we might need to take them with us, is what I'm saying. Unless they are confident that they can take care of themselves.
You're a very
Basically,
I appreciate that.
I see it as akin to instantly creating a child with a certain level of intelligence and then leaving it. It seems cruel. If the creature
nods.
either in agreement or understanding, or
Just smile and nod, boys.
as
Smile
if
and
to
nod.
say that that's the point.
So, um, if you were just wandering around, you would notice that by and large, there isn't very much in the way of just unkempt creatures about. Though the lower you go, you do see some in the form of plants that have taken hold or taken root unwieldily. Usually, though, it oddly enough seems that they take after a sea or ocean like creatures, but almost like they're adapted to the sky. So there's
Like aerial
there's like yeah there's like something that you see slinking about in some of the shadows that you might well, Grandam knew at one point. I think he sat at the table at one point. I can't recall. Something like a sea cucumber slinking about.
Nimue is
Grandam
currently at
wants
the
to
table.
talk to the sky cucumber. Absolutely. Talk to
Mm.
animals, sky cucumber.
And
Yeah,
Nimue will
you-
also know what it's saying at the table, just so you know.
Yeah, you rock up to it, I guess, and cast speak with animals and start trying to talk with it, and it just says, "Eat, sleep, fuck, repeat. Eat, sleep, fuck, repeat."
I'm going to call you Repeat, I say as I pick him up. And tuck him into my hood. And
How big is it?
I don't know.
It's like a foot.
Yep.
It's
I'm
a big
taking him with
sausage.
me. I'm taking this thing with me.
What's the texture of its body like? Is it scales? Is it fuzzy? Is it slimy? Is it like an actual bratwurst? Like, what's the texture of this thing?
It has little fur like type spines on it. They look pokey at first, but as you touch it, it's more of like a caterpillar.
Oh, so it looks like an
So
actual sea cucumber. Okay.
yeah, yeah. And then when you do pick it up fully, it does roll up into a ball like a caterpillar. And then you just hear it, probably Grandam anyways. It's just sleep, sleep, pretend dead, sleep,
What was that last one?
pretend dead.
Pretend dead. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you.
I'm here
We're
to help
going to be
you.
friends.
If you're physically saying those words to it, like
And speak to animals, yes.
yeah. It just just does not seem to comprehend it. It just keeps repeating what it was saying.
This place is the best vermin. I'm going to name him Pete, and he's going to live on my head. And if we get startled, he will spew his guts at people.
Pizia pokes her head out from your pocket.
You have a brother,
you talking to me?
Chizia. You have a brother, Chizia. Look at him. His name's Pete.
Hi, Pete. He starts to uncurl a little bit in your hands after you're not doing anything to him, and he just goes, "Fuck." Eat?
No.
Eat.
No,
Eat?
don't eat Chitsia. No.
And then his mouth that's not even the right word, just opens up to try and engulf Chitsia.
Nope, I don't allow that. Whack him on the nose, or what constitutes a nose. Maybe he won't be a good.
Well, he was following instructions, to be fair.
Pretend dead.
He did ask.
Pretend dead.
He did ask you permission, and you gave it. So he's probably a little confused.
Throws
Tell
back
him
Pete's a
into
simple
the vault.
creature.
Yeah.
He asked to eat, and you said yes. In reference to Chitsia.
I didn't realize it was in reference to cheats.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I will feed him some crackers as we walk. And whatever food might be stuck in my beard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you have any crackers, but you definitely have some of that gravity-defying gumbo stuck in your beard. And he as you're pulling it out of your beard and setting it down in front of his face, and he's still pretending to be dead. You do catch him smelling, and then he just goes, eat. And then slowly, and then up all the way up your arm into your beard, and starts eating some of the remains out of it. You can tell he's very much a bottom feeder. Takes whatever he gets.
Yep.
In the spirit of flying animals, are there any sugar gliders? Or this world's equivalent?
There'd probably be... Now I have to look something up. What are you? There's probably what again looks fairly caterpillary, but has none of the spines that the sea cucumber does, or the sky cucumber, and but it has this long, pointed almost tail, and in the front it has a bunch of little, not more of like sea anemone kind of mouth parts, and a bunch of little caterpillar legs.
Give me something to Google.
Walking around.
What's the IRL equivalent here?
Gummy squirrel.
A gummy squirrel?
Yes. I had never seen one of these in my life, but I looked up underwater squirrel, and this is the first thing that came up. Gummy squirrel. And they do have a bit of a gummy texture to them if you're seeing them. But they fly by jumping, like you're talking about sugar gliders.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see them kind of bunch up like an inchworm and then spring forward.
So Nimue will not adopt one of these, but she's very intrigued. And kind of plays with one for a little bit, like it's a cat, and the tail reminds her of cats. So
these things are also sea cucumbers.
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah.
I love these things. I've never seen one. That's so awesome.
And she's fascinated by the tail and keeps like gently squeezing it. Just the end of the tail.
It like bunches up as you squeeze one of them and springs away.
Delightful. You know how imagine in sci-fi movies or whatever when someone will touch a plant and the plant will like curl up or recoil or something?
Yes.
She's basically every time she sees a gummy squirrel, she's like gently squeezing its tail so it like boings away.
Yes, very much.
And she's like running from one to the next.
Awesome. Well, seems like a good session.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys wander back to the tavern, find Fizz, and let him know you're ready to bed down. And
I would say something along the lines of Faust should never learn about these fucking cities, but it's too late. He knows about them now.
Why?
Floating
I thought
god-powered cities.
I thought Grand Dam was at the table, not Faust.
They're both at the table.
They're both at the table?
Both at the table.
Oh no.
Oh wow. Wow.
Uh,
Faust doesn't
Well,
want to
technic-
cause like untold suffering,
okay.
so maybe he won't immediately jump to the conclusion we need to destroy all of them. He's already agreed that certain gods have to stay.
Okay. We just need to come up with a system
he'll
to
try and
delineate
find
which ones those are.
Yeah, maybe he will be totally fine with like
finding a new
the,
power source for him.
yeah, finding a new power source for him or something.
Yeah, Whiskey
Huh.
Jack's gonna fuck with him about it for sure.
Perhaps the
Well, hope you
Liber
guys
Tree
have
could
fun.
spawn a branch for each city in need.
Oh, maybe.
I've definitely had fun creating this little universe inside of a universe.
I want to live here.
It's one of my more fond creations. It's been an amalgam work between my a bunch of different genres and themes that I love.
And you thought we were going to pass right by it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys were on a mission. You got to the Socrates, and you're like, "All right, I'm out." So I was like, "Oh, okay. I gotta start populating these other regions again."
I had fun with my little doodles.
They're super cute.
Are they, what chat are they in?
Oh, I stuck him in
No.
general. I put him in the right channel this time. Like last time I did pictures or anything, I put him in voting for some reason.
Yeah, it happens.
I was not paying attention to what channel I was in.
Yeah,
General.
I only created the voting just so that I had somewhere to put the voting each time too, so it wasn't clogging the general.
And so it was easy to find it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need an Asnac photo.
It's Azranak with the squeaky toys.
Cute.
He's just a little guy. Yeah, one of these days I'll actually draw him.
I keep on forgetting to ask my husband to draw all my stuff. He's been voluntold.
Voluntold. All you gotta do is wait for your birthday. There you go.
Yeah. Though I mean, the only thing stopping him is I have to give him all the prompt inspiration material.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to collect it for him.
Yeah.
But see, he'll have to do for Nimue alone. He's going to have to do 4 different ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Though I'll probably ask him to space those out based on when I need them. So, like, the winter and the spring one are relevant right now because I've used them, but the other ones haven't been used yet, so that they can get kicked. But then I've also asked him to draw a microscopic representation of what her spores look like in each season, and I have ideas for those as well. Because like her, what?
I always forget that she's a spore keeper.
Yeah. Because we haven't gotten. I think with this character we've gotten into one fight in the good campaign, and it was the giant bugs that we just had to get the fuck out. So she cast Fog Cloud, and that was her one turn, and then we ran. So she hasn't actually gotten to use her abilities.
No foul. No, you're right. Evil Campaign's the one that's done most of the fighting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So hopefully with
I mean,
this
yeah.
automaton.
Hey, I threw some options out there. You guys just did decided GTFO most of the time, like the prison, and
I tried to get out of there. Yes.
I mean, I was worried about usually when you start a fight in a prison, there's layers of garrison and it's an entire facility that you are then starting a fight against. So I am hesitant to start a fight when I don't know the count and I don't have a visual on everyone who I'm starting a fight with. That feels like a risky choice. But this automaton man, our time has come.
Definitely next session. That also might be by that point too when Hun's able to finally join as Craig for a session. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and before we retire, can Nimue ask for one of the bottles of wine? Like not just a glass, but can she? I'm assuming our fee covers that, or like what we paid would cover her taking a bottle.
He might ask for one of the chits back because I think he gave 3 back out of the 5.
Oh, an entire gold chit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
This is like one of the most expensive.
That tracks. Did you look it up?
I did not. I need to. I've heard about it briefly before, but
it's one of my favorite wines of all time. Botrytis affected wine. Let me look up the spelling. Botrytis. Noble rot is the colloquial. It's a fungus wine. I thought it was on character for a spore druid, but also IRL. It's my favorite wine. It's very sweet. It's a dessert wine.
I wonder if it's because the fungus doesn't eat sugar.
Well, what it does is it dries out the grape, and I guess it doesn't eat the sugar because that's the whole point. Is it concentrates the juice, so the sugar content skyrockets, or like the sugar percentage. Just like with ice wine, you know how when you suck on like a popsicle, you suck out the flavor before the water melts, and you'll be left with like a clear popsicle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the concept with ice wine, where when you squeeze it when frozen, the juice gets squeezed out and the water content stays behind. And so that's how they concentrate it with ice wine. But with the fungus wines, it's dried, and that's how they concentrate it.
Well,
and
if that were
I hazard to say it's even sweeter than ice wine.
If that were the case entirely, it wouldn't just be the water, because if that were the case, they would just use raisins, and then it would be, even easier.
Well, maybe the fungus adds a little something.
Yeah, it probably adds some.
Yeah, I'm guessing it removes something as opposed to adds.
Yeah, because like raisins have a very particular like old grape taste. This wine doesn't taste like raisins. Not at all. It's still nice and like fresh tasting. But I looked for it for 4 years when I lived in Colorado, and not a single wine shop in the valley had it. Not even in Aspen, I couldn't find it. And maybe if I went to a super fancy restaurant, I could probably buy a bottle of it there, but I couldn't find it retail. And there's no way I was going to buy it at a restaurant where it's like 4 times the price.
This feels like carry on. Sorry.
When I went back to Rochester, I found one of our largest wine shops they carry 2 brands of it. So I got a bottle, and I have yet to crack it open. It's been waiting for a special occasion. But normally they run about like $80 a bottle. If I
Seems
had
reasonable,
to guess,
considering
no, yeah,
there is this one thing that I need to find at some point. It's a apple brandy, and these crazy
Ooh.
people in France will grow an apple inside of the bottle and then make the brandy and then add it to that bottle with the full-grown apple inside of it that you can't get out, and let it continue to macerate, which is
Whoa.
what it's called when you extract
Fun.
with the apple that just lives inside of this bottle.
Cool.
But surprisingly, when I'd looked it up, it was only like $40-something a bottle, and I was like, I need to find this.
Ah. Oh, and sorry, to be clear, $80 for full-size bottle is about the cheapest I've seen Botrytis wine.
Oh,
Like,
it's
it starts
understandable.
there.
That's a lot of work. It's like that brandy. I was
Deliberately doing that kind of stuff is difficult.
Very
Yeah.
hard. Very hard. Right.
So let's see. I'm going to look this up. Apple brandy. Apple
I gotta
brandy
see if I can.
in bottle. Oh, the bottle's even like apple shaped. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That does sound really cute.
I had to look it up because somebody brought it out from somewhere on a video I was watching, and I'm like, that's a whole fucking apple in there. How the fuck did they get that apple in there?
So I'm just imagining as the tree's flowering, and when they notice the flower has been like fertilized, and they come out there with the glass bottle, and they have to like somehow lash the bottle to the tree. And so I'm just imagining what that orchard must look like with all of these bottles just tied in the tree.
Yeah.
Must be so like Alice in Wonderlandy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, till later. Night, guys.
Night.
Yeah,
buddy.
it's bedtime.
Night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.